the lineup put in, and we'll start some introductions. Today, we are playing A5 West. Your starting lineup up front, number 27, Maddie or Madeline. Number 31, Juliet. Number 30, Sahara. On the left-hand side of your screen, you've got number 72, Kylie. Brownwin? I'm so sorry to you. I'll work on that. Number 14 is our libero today. And then Everly, number 5 on the right-hand side of your screen. Bronwyn. I think it's Bronwyn. We're going to give it a try anyway. Again, we're playing A5 West here at the Georgia World Congress Center, Atlanta, Georgia. It is 8 a.m. Much smaller tournament than the ones we've attended previously. There's probably only, I think it's 13 courts total? 15. 15 courts total all around here today. So much smaller. We'll only have 2 games. We have this one and we have another one at 11 a.m. Eastern. Coach Natty, our coach, just off the screen on the left-hand side. All right, looks like A5 West is about ready. Their libero just substituted in, assuming that means the refs are signing off. And here we go, we're about to be underway. You are streaming today from my iPad, so if there's anything weird about it, let me know. And Prolink Natty will be serving first. Everly, number 5, getting ready to serve. New rule this year, can't have your hands up, can't block. And we're underway, there's the serve. A5 West plays it well. Can they get it over? They do not. First point goes to Prolink Natty. There we go, that's what we like to see. Started off good. All right, second ball serve. There's the serve. Prolink West. Sends it over the net. Oh, double touch on that send over. Very hard to get basically a set push over. If you get really any spin on it at all, it ends up being called a 2-touch. Everly again, good serve. They're going to their inside hitter spikes it. It's tipped by Juliet, but West gets their first point. All right. Prolink taking their defensive positions, getting ready to receive the ball. There's the serve. Right at Sahara. Sahara to Everly. Everly over to Maddie. Maddie adjusts, gets it over the net. Good play. Not handled by West as it slips through the fingers. Natty gets the point. That'll bring Sahara up to serve. Sahara serves. There it goes. Clears the net. Good serve. There's the spike. Handled by Brownland. Over to Everly. Everly to 72, Kylie, who sent it over the net. A5 struggles with it. Gets tipped by Juliet. Diving attempt by Everly. But the second point goes to West. Hi, Allie. Good to hear from you. There's the serve from West. Clears the net. Maddie tries to handle a good bump attempt by number 5, Everly, but third point for West. 3-all. There's the serve. right at Brownland. Brownland handles it. Gets set by Everly. Everly to Maddie. Maddie sends it over. West is going to spike it. They do, and they catch the corner. They did. A5 West gets the 4th point. There's the serve. Brownland's right there. Has trouble with it, though. There's quite a spin on that ball. Especially at the camera angle you've got, you should have seen that really well. That just kind of came in and caught just perfect. It's got just enough movement. Kind of like a knuckleball. There's the serve. That one's taken by Kylie. Not quite able to get there. 6 point for West. That would have been close. It's in a bad spot for her to get it, but I still think it caught the back corner. There's your next serve. Brownland's got that one. That one goes to Everly. Everly moves it forward. Juliet spikes it, unfortunately. Spikes into the net. 7-3. All right, here we go again. There's the serve. Barely clears the net. Diving attempt by Kylie. Not quite able to get there. 8 points for West. 3 for Natty. Coach Natty adjusting where they're standing a little bit. That one's going to go to the corner. Sahara's there for that one. Everly pops it to the outside hitter. Kylie sends it over. Kylie gets herself a kill. Well played by Kylie. And Piper now in number 46. There's the serve. Called a illegal rotation. Ref calls illegal rotation, explaining the substitution that occurred. We're going to redo that one, folks. As the ref acknowledges that he made a mistake. So we're 4-8. Brownland gets to go again. There's the serve. It's a good one. Handled by West, though. Sets go to their outside hitter. Hard spike. Question is, did it go long? And it did. Natty point. That was a hard spike from West. Cleared the serve again. There it is, deep, and that's an ace, folks. Broadland gets the ace. I'm really sorry if I'm slaughtering your name. I will get it from Piper during a break. All right, there's the serve. It's good. And that's got it over. Piper's there for that one. Everly sets it to Kylie. Kylie over the back bump, sends it over the net. Here comes the return. Middle hitter gets spiked. Piper at the net to block it. Net touch. Piper gets the block. And Prolink gets a point. All right, here we go again. 7-8. Spike right down the line. That's an ace. Brownwind gets an ace, tying the game up 8-8. There's the serve, barely cleared the net. That's another ace. That one's a clean ace. Not barely even touched by 9-8 as Prolink takes a 1-point lead. Kylie with the bump. Oh, Kylie with the kill as she finds the hole behind the blockers. That'll have Mad Dog serving. Oh, Mad Dog's going to substitute out. That brings in Mallory, number 98. Mallory serving in the corner here. There's your serve. It's a good one. It's deep. Ooh, good play by West as they get over. Piper's right there. Mallory to Kylie. Kylie with the spike. Sends it over. It's going to get set by the outside hitter. Outside hitter. Piper tries to block it. They call a net call is the call on that one. 10-10. There's the serve. It's long and wide. Takes out the line ref. 11 for Natty. That should bring Kylie up to serve. And it does. 11-10. Kylie with an incredible jump serve there. Handled by West, though. Sent over the net. Sahara's there. That moves it to Mallory. Mallory to Piper. Piper with the spike. Handled. Going out for the block. All right, Everly cross court. Sends it over. Spike return. Piper's up there with the block. Piper gets herself a block and a Prolink point. 12-10. Oh, Kylie sends it wide. Still a powerful jump serve. 12-11. All right, we're going to have a substitution as Kylie and Anya substitute out. So Anya, number 11, now in. There's your serve. Clears the net right at Anya. Is touched as she makes a diving attempt to get there. 12 all. All right, here we go. West serves again. Diving attempt after Brownland hits it by Mallory, number 98. 12-13. West up by 1 now. There's the serve. Diving attempt by Anya. Can't quite get there. 14 now for A5 West. Coach Natty giving a little bit of coaching on the side there. There's your serve. That's going to go way long, and it does. Piper now up to serve. Juliet substituting in for Brownland. Piper, number 46, serving on the right-hand side of your screen in just a moment. Waiting for the ref to clear it. All right, we're cleared. Piper's serve goes over the net. Handled by West. West outside hitter. Right back at Piper, who gets there in time. This time set number 98 over to Kylie, number 30. Sends it over. Oh, I got the name wrong there. Piper, 46, pops it. This time to 98, Mallory. Mallory to Juliet, 31. Sends it over. Middle hitter. Juliet's there for the block. Mallory to Piper. Diving attempt by Juliet to get, is that Juliet? No, Kylie. Yeah, Sahara to get there. Man, had some trouble with names there. Piper and Brownland swapping out now. All right, number 19 on West to serve. There's the serve, handled by Anya. Anya to Mallory. Mallory over to Everly. Everly sends it over the net. Set by middle. Juliet goes up, gets a block. Outside hitter, hard spike, goes long. Takes out the same two parents. Everly now to serve. 14-15. Substitution as Mallory swaps with Maddie, number 27. Maddie now in up front. Maddie, Juliet, Sahara, Anya, Brownland, and Everly in the back. Everly serve. West is there. There's the second. They're going to their outside hitter. Outside hitter hits it hard, catches the corner. 16 points for West as they were right there catching the back corner. There's the serve. Brownland's there for that one. Everly sets it behind her, goes up to number 30, Sahara, who unfortunately hits it into the net. 14-17. All right, here comes West serve. Down the line and out. 15 now. That'll give Sahara a chance to serve. Number 30. All right, Anya and Kylie are swapping. Thankfully, they caught the rotation mistake before we served. Sahara with the serve. There we go. Middle hitter's gonna take it. Juliet goes up to block it. I'm giving her a block on that. I don't know if it was, because I couldn't tell from my angle if she got the block, but I'm calling it for her. Looks like the previous call was overturned with a net call decided instead, which gives West the ball 15-18. There's a serve right at Sahara. Sahara gives it over to Everly. Everly over to 72, Kylie. Fortunately, it gets blocked by West, 19-15. All right, West serving now. Good play, recovery by Maddie. Maddie over to Everly, who sends it over the net. Here comes the return from the outside hitter, strong, but right there's Everly. Everly to Brownland. Brownland over to Kylie, who sends it over the net. Middle hitter versus Juliet. Juliet gets a hand on it. Fortunately, they push it through her, 15-20. And that is a timeout Natty, as she'll be looking to see what she can do, as it's now 15. All right. 15-20 is the score. Timeout now over. Prolink back on. As a reminder of who's out there, number 72 is Kylie. Brownland, wearing the red today, is number 14 in our libero. Up front, you have number 5, Everly, number 27, Maddie, number 31, Juliet, and number 30, Sahara. There's the serve. Brownland's got that one. Maddie calls it and moves it back to center. Juliet spikes it, unfortunately, into the net. 21 now for West. Prolink starting to look a little frustrated out there. Down the line. Kylie was there. Fortunately, not quite able to handle it. 15-22. All right, Prolink sideline cheering on a little bit. Number 30, Sahara. Sahara to Everly. Everly to Kylie. Kylie with a good spike. Did she catch it? No! Went just a tad long. 23 now. Oh, that was close. All right, here's the serve. Looks like it's going to be wide. It was. Good call letting that go. All right, Piper's coming in for Juliet. Number 46 now on the court. Bronwyn getting ready to serve. There's your serve. It's a good one. West is going to handle that. Middle hitter's taking it versus Piper. Everly's right there to Bronlund. Bronlund over to Kylie. Kylie with the spike. Handled by West. Outside hitter, inside hitter takes it and finds the hole right behind the jumping Natty and Piper to make it 24-16. This is set point for West. There's your service. Bronwyn's right there. That's to Everly. Everly to Natty, who sends it over the net. Almost found a hole in that back corner. Sent over. Piper's there for this one. Everly sets it back to Piper. Piper with the push spike. Just barely went wide. 16-25. And folks, that ends set one. And I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, as we get ready for set two here, we will absolutely be looking for feedback, recovery. Coach Natty was cheering them on a little bit, getting some energy back in the team, which seemed to be maybe what she thought they were missing. They were a little flat out there, not as much fun as they had during other games that we've seen or practices. We'll see what happens when it comes out of this one. A little loud here, like always, but not near as loud as it usually is. Again, I think only having 15 courts, 30 teams, well, I guess that would be 45 teams, as there is always at least one team reffing or judging, scorekeeping, all of those things. All right, different lineup this time. Up front, we have number 12, Emily. Then Juliet, then Sahara. In the back, we have Kylie, 72. Piper will get substituted in a moment for Bronwyn. And then number 5, Everly, is on the right-hand side. West up by 1. So Emily, 12, the new face, didn't play last set. Coach Natty putting players in the right positions. All right, folks, we're about to be underway. Here we go. West serves first. Bronwyn's right there for that one. Everly sets, goes to the outside. Emily with his spike. Emily with a kill! Natty takes first point, 1-0. All right, that's got number 30, Sahara, serving. For the first time, the Prolink sideline cheering on. With an amazing kill, number 72, Emily just shoved that down their throat. 2-0. Sahara again. Oh, just caught the top of the net. That would have been really good. But it rolled back to our side. All right, here goes West. There's a serve. Oh, Bronwyn's there. Everly pops it up. Kylie's going to take that and send it over with a nice bump. West is going to their outside hitter down the line, but it was, oh, I don't know about that call. I mean, the line judge is on the line, so they see it better than me, but I'll tell you, I didn't think so. 2-all. There's your serve. Bronwyn dives for it, can't quite get there. 3 after an A5 ace. Here we go. There's the serve. Sahara handles that one. Everly pops it, well, basically punches it right over the middle. Juliet and Kylie combined with a block. Emily's there and sends that one back over. Emily's up for the block. Everly's right there and pops it. That's to Bronwyn. Bronwyn, from her back foot, gives it to Kylie, who hits it over. Good play by all of the girls there. Everly's there as they try to go over. That's to Bronwyn. Bronwyn over to Emily. Emily sends it over the net. West now coming middle hitter versus Juliet. Slams it down right in front of Everly. Good diving attempt by Everly to get there, but it's a West point. No problem. 2-4 is the score. West to serve again. Doesn't count as the ref, or the Mr. Official, had not approved it. He's doing a little bit of coaching and development at the same time. I like this. I like him. He's not just calling, faults. Ooh, after a diving attempt, Sahara is not quite able to get there. That's an A5 ace. So there's a handful of rule changes this year. The one that you'll probably notice the most is you can't have your hands up anymore. You're not allowed to block the view. Now, if your height gives you a block against your server, that's fine. Juliet to Everly. Everly to Kylie. Kylie with a good spike. Did it go in? Oh, it went long. Oh, it was long, but Coach Natty signaling the official to say that it was touched, and the official agreed with her and called it. Bronwyn with the serve. Kylie at the line. Bronwyn's there as it comes back over. That's Everly. Everly behind her to Emily. Emily with the spike. And the kill, as that was like a quadruple touch. Four to 5. Oh, early motion is the call. 5-all. Bronwyn cleared the serve again. There's the serve. It's a good one. Right on the net. Piper versus the middle hitter. Middle hitter goes high. Bronwyn's there. Behind her, Emily cross court. Emily with the kill. 6 to 5. Good play. Good read of the court as Emily sends it to complete other side, wide open, untouched. There's your serve. It's a little deep, hard to handle. Good play by West to even get that over. Back to Bronwyn. Bronwyn to Everly to Piper. Piper sends it over. Oh, good diving attempt by everyone involved, but 6 to 6 now the score. Prolink point, foot fault. Line judge calling the foot fault. All right, we have a substitution. Emily for Harper. Harper number 20, new to this set as well. There's your serve. Oh, right over the top of the net. That was like a steel rope. Bronlin's there. That's to Harper. Harper to Everly. Everly with the kill. Reaction. Oh, we're still at it. Piper, quick reaction again. Oh, they all died so hard there. Oh, great effort. Kylie, Piper, Everly, Harper, Bronwyn, Sahara, just all in that. I don't know their names well enough to be able to have kept up yet, but all around, just good plays. All right, A5 getting ready to serve. 8-7's your score. There it is. That one's right at Kylie. Kylie gives it to Harper. Harper back to Kylie. Outside here's going to take that up against Kylie. Kylie got up a little early on that jump because she was already on her way down when it came over, giving a 5 point as they got it over her and in front of the back row. 8-all. There's your serve. That's right at Sahara. Sahara to Harper. Harper pops it high to Everly. Everly goes cross court, back corner. That's going to be trouble, but they handle it. Mostly handle it, as that's a Prolink point. Natty giving some suggestions. Kylie, 72, now serving from the left-hand side of your screen. Incredible jump serve. That's going to be a problem for him. I think that's like 4 touches anyway. So 10 points for Natty. I'm going to take a moment here and try to turn this over so you can see this jump serve. Kylie's got a very strong jump serve. Kylie's right there again. Bronlin tries to get there to save it, wasn't able to quite get enough lift on that. 10-9. Somebody substituted, I think, and I missed it. Oh, Kylie and Anya. Substituted there. All right, here we go. West getting ready to serve, 10-9. There's a serve right into the net, though, because for the first time this season, how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right. Somehow I had a rotation error here. Did not matter as Piper ended up. I mean, she served it, but that ball came back very quickly. But my rotation is now wrong. And I got to figure out how that happened. 11-10 is your score. There's your serve. And what's the call? Illegal rotation because Bronlin technically substituted for Piper, which means she needs to start on the right-hand side and did not. Anya needed to be in the middle. Here's your serve. Diving attempt by Sahara to get there, not quite able to. That's an A5 ace. 11-12. Down now by 1. Ready to receive. right into the net. Because how high is that net, folks? Too high. 12 all. Everly now getting ready to serve. And Harper substituting out for Emily. There's your serve. It's a good one. West handles that. Outside hitter's going to take it. It's spiked right into both Emily and Juliet. Juliet goes up for the block. Prolink point. Juliet gets there. Great play there. Everly's serve. It's an ace, folks. A-C-E, ace. All right, here goes Everly again. All right, short on the serve intentionally. Almost got an ace on that one. We're going over to Emily, who sends it over the net. Middle hitter's going up against Juliet, gets there. Bronwyn after a tip by Everly, and Sahara sends it over. There is Everly again. Everly to Bronwyn. Bronwyn to Sahara. Sahara with a spike. West able to handle that one though. Outside hitter takes it flat-footed. Bronwyn's there. Bronwyn up to Everly. Everly back up to Sahara. Sahara, another attempt. Sahara this time gets the kill. 15-12. There's your serve. It's another good one. Outside hitter's taking that one. Outside hitter spikes it, but right there is Sahara. Bronwyn pops it up. Juliet's going for the spike. Juliet sends it over the net. Handled. From the back row, they try to send it. Did not quite get under it enough. That's another Prolink point. 16-12. As the girls have a little more energy this time. Much better looking game. There's your serve, another short one. Woo, lucky save by West. Anya handles that one. To Everly, Everly to Juliet. Juliet gets blocked. Good effort by Emily to try to save that. 16-13. Good effort. You're going to have an A5 West substitution here. On the court up front right now, you have number 12, Emily, number 31, Juliet. From left to right in the back, Anya, Bronwyn, Sahara, and Everly. There's your serve, right at Sahara. Sahara to Everly. Everly goes to the inside hitter, Emily. Emily sends it over. Emily with a kill. And we're going to have a substitution. Anya swapping for Kylie. Number 72, Kylie now on the court. It's Kylie, Emily, Juliet up front. Sahara with the serve. Handled by West. Popped over. Sahara's there for that one. Everly moves it to the outside. From her feet, number 12, Emily sends that over. Ended up being a problem. And that's an 18th point for Prolink. There's your serve. Sahara sends it over. That's handled by Emily. Emily to Everly. Everly sends it all the way over to Kylie. Kylie sends it over the net. Middle hitter's going to take that up against Juliet. Juliet gets up there. Ball did not make it over the net. 19-13. Here goes Sahara. There's your serve. Another good one. Ooh, I tried to sneak it over, but we were ready for it. Kylie sends it over. Kylie with a spike. Kylie with a kill. 20-13. Official calling for a captain. Sahara ready to serve, 20-13. There's the serve, handled by West. Ooh, a little bit of trouble there by West. 21-13 as some communication challenges. There's your serve, clears the net. Outside hitter's going to take that, goes up against Juliet and Emily. Kylie's going to send it over. Kylie with a little touch push. Might have been saved. Bronwyn there. Oh! Kylie just took out two chairs trying to question. 21-15. Bronwyn's right there. That goes to Everly. Everly goes over to Kylie. Kylie pops it over. Ooh, good diving save by 21 on West. Here comes the return. 30. That was Sahara to Everly. Everly to Kylie. Kylie sends it over. Two touch is going to be the call. The second rule change is that, excuse me, 21-16. The second rule change deals with sending the ball over the net. They're supposed to be a lot more forgiving on a spin on the ball, in particular if it's the third hit. So a two-touch call is generally called because the ball spins instead of it just being a flat movement of the ball. I'm sure the officials can see it a little better than I can, but that's the idea. On the second turn, if you try to drop it over the net, you are no longer allowed to have any spin at all. On the third hit, though, or you were never allowed to. The third hit was the same rule previously. What's changed, though, is you can have a little bit of two-touch. Kylie takes that one. Everly calls for it. Back to Kylie. Kylie with the spike. Fight at the net. Good diving attempt to get there by Sahara. Not quite able to. 21-17. Now, the way the official rules read is that on a third hit, a set is now considered a valid form of a hit, and sets are allowed to have movement. Similarly, if you set on your side for the second ball and it does not go over, you can two-touch it. Like, it's completely valid to have one hand, then a second hand, then pop it up, as long as the ball does not go over the net. Those are the rule changes I remember reading this year. 21-18 is the score. The one that you'll probably notice the most, though, is the hands up, and you can't do that anymore. Bronwyn to Everly. Everly to Kylie. Kylie with the spike. Kylie in the back corner. Kylie with a kill. That's almost certainly the one you'll notice the most, though, because they used to do it all the time. Bronwyn's going to be serving now, 22-18. There's your serve. It's a good one. West going to their outside hitter. Outside hitter goes up, but Kylie's right there. Everly moves it back to center. Kylie calls for it, sends it over the net. Piper going up for the block. That's Everly. Out of range as Sahara tried to get there. 22-19. Gentleman in front of me protecting my camera. My iPad, technically. So see how the girl in front, number 11 there, has her hands to the side? That is allowed, although it's pushing the rules. Sahara, Everly over to Kylie. Kylie spikes it. Good spike. Outside hitter sends it. As they're looking to try to completely get back in this game. Meanwhile, Natty giving some coaching. Having some energy, letting the girls know that they got this. This is their game. They own it. And they're back out as that timeout comes to an end. So West is a 15-2 team, meaning they are 15-year-old age bracket, as well as they are the second best at A5 West. We are a 15-2 team as well, generally meaning we are the second best at Prolink. Outside hitter for West, not able to get that ball over the net. All right, we're gonna have a substitution. We have Emily swapping out for Harper, and Harper will be serving. Score is 23-21 here in the second set. Up front, you have Everly, Piper, Kaylee. There's your serve. And it's an ace, folks, as they are not able to handle Harper's serve. 24-21. There's your serve. Unfortunately, right into the net. This is still set point, though, at 24-22. Set point. Everly, Piper, Kylie up front. Sahara, Brownwin, Harper. Bronwyn's right there. Bronwyn to Harper. That's going to go wide. And it does. Prolink, 25 points, winning the second set, 25-23. And we'll be back in a few minutes with set number 3. All right, folks, we are back for set 3. Now, normally set 3 is a tie-breaking set, 15 points. My understanding, though, and obviously we'll find out here in just a few minutes, but my understanding is that we are not playing a 15-point third set. We are instead playing a full 25-point set. So we'll find out in a few minutes if this is a 25-point game or a 15. But I believe this is a full 25-point because while the tournament since the tournament is a smaller one, they're giving the girls a little more time to play. Piper waving to her fans. All right, officials checking off, signing off, feeling good about it. Prolink good to go, which means it's time to substitute Piper and Bronwyn. Bronwyn on the court. Everly will be serving first as Natty gets to serve first this set. Up front, you have Emily, Juliet, Sahara, Kylie, Bronwyn in the back row, and that was Everly with the serve. Tipped over. Bronwyn tries to get there, not able to, and West draws first blood. 0-1. Number 22 serving for West. There's your serve. Bronwyn's there. That's to Everly. Everly goes outside to Emily. Ball went long at first because when he blew the whistle, I thought he was calling something else, but no, it was just the ball went long on that hit. 0-2. There's your serve right there. Was Kylie. Unfortunately, Everly was not quite able to make it in time. Free ball point over to West, and they are quickly ahead by 3. Bronwyn's there for that one. Everly sets it straight over the net. That ball did come over the net, but was on the outside of the guide pole. And you can't do that, folks. I love how Coach Natty is also making the calls to make sure the official sees. I don't know if it's so much sees or that making sure the official knows it happened, and that if the line judge didn't call it, he's still aware. But either way, we'll take it. Sahara now serving. Sahara's serve clears the net. Sahara gets an ace. A-C-E, ace. Quickly back, 3-3. There's your serve. It's deep on the court. 21 takes that. West is going to return. Outside hitter. Right there's Everly, though. Everly to Bronwyn. Bronwyn pops it up to Kylie. Kylie with a very hard spike. Handled by West. Inside hitter takes that. Everly's right there. Everly to Bronwyn. Bronwyn goes all the way over to Emily. Emily sends it over. West moves it back to center. Middle hitter's going to take it. Goes up against Juliet. Juliet does get a finger on it. A diving Sahara tried to get there. Not able to. 4-3. All right, here we go again, folks. 4-3. There's your serve. Kylie's right there. Kylie sends it into the net as she tried to get there. 3-5 now. All right, cleared the serve. There's your serve. This time Sahara's there for it. Everly goes behind her to Emily. Emily tips it over. Out inside hitter's going to try to take that, and it's called is going over. Good emphasis, and the line judge not backing down when the official did not call it outright. So that was a very good emphasis there. I liked it. 4-5. Not just because it helped us, but it's nice to see the confidence that she had. Everly not quite able to handle that. 4-6. Up front now you have Piper, Everly, and Emily. Back row you have Kylie, Sahara, and Bronwyn. That's Sahara. Kylie rushes over to get there in time. Everly calls for it, sends it over the net with an over-the-back bump. Middle hitter goes up against Piper. Piper attempts to get the block, not quite able to as the ball comes down on her side of the net. And that is an early timeout called by Natty, as she's going to try to get the girls re-centered and refocused here. It's really not that bad of a score. It's only 4-7. But they're not looking as good out there as they do normally. And so this will be something that I imagine that she'll be trying to work on. Meanwhile, West looking pretty solid. Not really having any challenges getting the ball over the net. Not making any mental mistakes that I've seen. So looking pretty solid all the way around. That completes the timeout. It's now 4-7. There's West's serve. It's going to go way long, though. Tries to take out the parent right in front of me. We're going to have Emily substituting out for, looks like Mallory. Yep, Mallory coming in, number 98. Mallory will be serving. Your front row is Everly, Piper, and Kylie. Mallory, played that well. Piper's right there, though. Mallory goes over to Kylie. Kylie with the spike, hits the pole, though. West gets the 8th point as the ball hits the guide post. Bronwyn's right there, sends it right back over the net. Outside here's going to take that up against Piper and Kylie. Gets it through both of them for a 9th point. Quickly 9-5. There's your serve. She missed it. And it did go long. You have Bronwyn and Mallory. Number 7 on West sends that back over the net. Sorry, 71 on West. Kylie and Anya swapping out, 6-10. There's your serve, and it's a Prolink point right away due to illegal movement before the serve. That'll have Piper substituting. Excuse me, Piper staying in with Juliet substituting for Bronwyn. 7-10. There's Piper's serve over the net. West is going to handle that from their inside. Everly's there. Unfortunately, it goes backwards. Anya not quite able to get there. That makes the score your favorite convenience store, 7-11. Number 21 for West serving, 7-11. Illegal rotation this time, called by the official. And as the girls are shouting, you can't do that. You can't do that. Mallory and Emily swapping out. So up front you have Emily, Juliet, and Sahara. Anya, Bronwyn, and Everly. Everly getting ready to serve from the right-hand side of your screen. West talking to the official about why are they out of rotation. Giving them some guidance on where they're at. To 11. Everly with the serve. It's a good one. West is having a little communication problem. Do they get it over the net? They did. Anya's there diving. Everly sets it. Kylie spikes it. Kylie with the kill. I'm sorry, Sahara with the kill. I am so sorry, Sahara. Everly's going to serve now from the left-hand side of your screen. There's the serve. It's a good one. A little bit of a knuckleball on that. Fight at the net. Juliet with the kill. That's our middle, is the shout from the sidelines. Everly's going to get to go again. There's the serve, drops it right in the middle of the court. Outside, who's going to take that? Goes up against Juliet and Emily. Juliet was able to get a hand on that and did a great job blocking it. Sent over with an over the back by Juliet. Middle hitter's going to take it. Bronwyn's right there. Unfortunately, despite the best efforts by Anya that went so far out of the court, she was not able to get there. And West gets the 12th point. 10-12. A5's coach talking about something with the score table. Confirming the rotation, perhaps. She's confirming her own rotation, which I'm not sure is actually allowed, but we'll... But it's okay. First tournament of the season, everybody's still learning a little bit. And now we have an official timeout as the official wants to take a look at it. Coach Natty's going to take advantage. It's not an official timeout. So all she can do is talk to as long as the rest of the girls do not get on the court. Because they're allowed to stand wherever they want on the court, as long as they don't go off the court and the other girls do not come on the court. So that's what's happening right now. Despite the fact that I'm currently, basically 2 stories underground and dependent on the World Congress Center's shared public Wi-Fi, seems like it's doing an okay job keeping up with it. Official still talking to the score table. He's triple checking the rotation that A5 is having. Looks like he's making a correction. 68 coming on the court. And then looks like there'll be another substitution. So it looks like A5 got way out of sync with where they're supposed to be today. Or this is where they're supposed to be right now, excuse me. And so because of that, we are in an extended official timeout, brought to you by Tiffany Booked It. Looking for your travel needs? Looking to go on a cruise or a flight or an all-inclusive resort? Your travel agent is Tiffany at TiffanyBookedIt.com. All right, we are back, 10-12. West serves. Sahara tries to get there. Sahara takes out a parent behind the scenes. 10-13. 10-13. There's the next serve. Sahara watches that one as it falls in front and catches the back corner of the court. 10-14. All right. 10-14. There's the serve. Anya's right there. Sahara calls for it, moves it forward. Emily sends it over the net. We're going to have a fight at the net. Right there's Juliet. Juliet got the block, but it got over her the second time. That's 15, and that's the set. So we were only going to 15. That ends set 3 as West wins 2, Prolink 1, and we'll be back at about 11 o'clock, I believe, with our next game. Thanks for watching.